Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5. I got two of my favorite packs in front. I'm going to talk about why it may be better not to be tactical. Tactical. It can be either way. But yeah, basically I'm going to talk about the advantages of this type of bag. This is a Timbuktu bag, and over this. Now let's state the obvious. This one is MOLLE compatible. It's subdue in color. It's khaki. Has Velcro so you can put morale patches on it. This is my Maxpedition Falcon 2 bag, and this is my backpacking bag. It's relatively small as far as backpacking is concerned. It's about the minimal that you can use to carry for a 3-day trip. They make 3-day bags. I don't have one yet, but I really can't backpack anymore because of health reasons. But this was my pack, and I fit everything I need to fit in this pack, and I really pushed it to its limits. But I will tell you, carrying this backpack and carrying it in public as an EDC bag, and seeing other people carry Maxpedition products or Maxpedition-like products, you get different looks. I've been asked several times if I'm military. I am not. I see other people carrying these types of bags. I automatically think tactical. They're concealed carrying. They're gearheads. You associate these types of packs with people who like weapons and gear and outdoors and stuff. And that might not be what you want to portray yourself as. First off, let's talk about the military issue. I used to wear a Digiflage cadet cap, and one day someone asked me if I was in the military. I was like, no, I'm not. I just like the hat. And then I had an epiphany. If people think I'm military and they don't ask, is that a lie? Oh, I don't want to be projecting myself out as military because I haven't earned it. And so that's one issue I have with both this pack and others like it. Also, like I said, if you're carrying this pack in public as an EDC bag or a EDC pack or travel pack, like I said, people in the know are gonna automatically assume that you're concealed carrying, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing. You don't want to look like a victim, you can wear this. If you want to not look like you're carrying and have a shoot me first sign on your face, you can carry something else a little bit different. Let's talk about the Timbuktu bag. You can go on Timbuktu's website. These are made in America if you get the custom ones. If you buy the production ones, I think they're made in Taiwan. You can get this in almost any color combination you want. You can get it in vibrant colors like I do, with the blue and the red. You can get it in subdued colors like khaki, black, green. They have specialty fabrics. They have fabrics that are reflective, so if you're riding your bike at night, people can see you. And they have suedes and all kinds of stuff. So you can customize this pack to fit your personality. What that also means is that instead of looking Tactical Dan, you look like a college student. You look like a hipster. You look like someone who's carrying around a laptop, who's possibly, is tech savvy or business savvy. You don't look threatening at all. And it has both the buckles and Velcro. You have a Napoleon pocket right here, so you can reach inside. You can actually conceal carry a small handgun in here. You have many other pockets, and you can fit yourself with your EDC stuff, first aid kit, a little, odds and ends, multi-tool, lockpick set. You can be tactical without looking tactical, without looking threatening, without scaring the sheeple. And I'm not saying that this is bad. I'm just saying there was a different option for carrying your gear. And I personally like this better. I carry it at work. I carry an extra short for mowing in. This has sun protection. And I carry just some forced to take extra gear with me that I may or may not need, and it's very non-threatening in the public school environment. Now I'm going to turn my brother over, and he's going to talk about Timbuktu and Maxpedition and his experience. He's been carrying Timbuktu a whole lot longer than me, and he's used both Maxpedition and Timbuktu in the college environment. You want to cut film, or you just want to start talking?
Let's see. We'll cut film.
Hey YouTube, it's a pleasure to be on my brother's channel again, and it's really a blessing to be off on a Saturday when he's off on a Saturday and be able to make videos like this. But I'm just going to join in the discussion that my brother was previously having with you. I think there's kind of two categories that we really need to consider. These Timbuktu bags are a little bit cheaper than the Maxpedition, but let's pretend they cost the same. First off, there's a look that you're going for, and secondly, function. And to be honest with you, I think this wins out both ways, both in function and look. So I carried this one for over a year, pretty much everywhere I went. I have my blood type on the outer part. Bastognelli knives, great guy. One of my favorite custom makers, and now even a production maker. We knew him way back before he even really got into a whole lot of production things. Great guy. Let's see, he'll actually be in Texas this May. He'll be in Austin, which is a little bit far away, but it would be neat to meet him in person. So I'm just going to show you how it looks on. First off, you have to undo this clip, put it on, and you could have a whole lot of books or something, and I've noticed walking around with it, and it carries in a similar fashion to Timbuktu, because it's not shoulder strapped on both sides, which is an advantage for me since I have shoulder problems. But this one actually takes longer to get out. You think this right here is something that's an advantage, and you kind of swing it over and you take it off, but actually it takes longer than the Maxpedition.
Timbuktu.
The Timbuktu. But yeah, this is the Maxpedition Kodiak. You can see it on my back. When you carry something like this, first off, I mean, I'm not sure where you are with fashion and everything, but if you go around in 511 jeans and you have a Maxpedition Condor pack on, you got your little, baseball cap, or perhaps even like what my brother was wearing, a cadet cap, you might get looked at funny. And not just because people, think that you're tactical and you're scaring them. You probably actually do look funny, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, some people might be scared of that look, but really, if you go out, you go to a coffee shop. I like to go to coffee shops and read. Like this might not be the look that you might want to go for. So it carries fine. Honestly, I like the Timbuktu better. So we'll get into that. A lot of space, place for water. But I've carried this bag for the past 2 years, hardly anywhere. Something else to consider, when you get a Maxpedition and it tells you the cubic inches that it can carry, that's all it can carry. It's not going to fit anything more than that. This, I'm not sure if, I think Timbuktu actually does tell you how much it carries, but it can carry so much more. I have this loaded down with a laptop and a big study Bible, which actually represents a whole lot of books in one, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it feels well balanced on my back. It's not, yanking on this shoulder as much, although it can after a while. But generally, I mean, it's very comfortable. Has a shoulder strap. My brother's does, well, actually he does have one. It works very well. And just like the Kodiak, it actually has an attachment that I do not use that connects to that buckle right there, and will actually come around right here and give you a little bit more security. What Timbuktu, what they were going for, is a messenger bag that people carry while biking. And not that I'm, I go around on a bike, but I imagine that they really succeeded. I've carried this in not so good weather, and it works out great. My books don't get wet, my laptop doesn't get wet, and super easy to come over here, get into the Napoleon pocket, and like my brother said, you can actually conceal carry right here. To be honest, if this bag was set up for that, I wish you could actually, you know, it'd have the Napoleon pocket facing this way, but it doesn't. If you're left-handed, it's going to work out great. Personally, I carry spare folding knives and other knives in the Napoleon pocket, and you know, you can actually have access to it without unbuckling the bag. And so now that we're in the, you know, the inside the bag, I just want to show you. First off, if you just want to get to your laptop, you have a waterproof zipper. This is a very thin Apple laptop
Keep
bag.
in mind I have 20% battery life.
Let's see. And we're not going to go too much further. The only time when I'm having problems with the bag is when I want to make... Okay, there we go. And you can see I have some cold steel pepper spray, multi-tool, and this big huge ESV study Bible is just a representation of a whole lot of books that I might carry, and of course it fits all the books that I feel like carrying that day very comfortably. So that's the bag. Like I said, I've been carrying it for years. Another thing to to consider is this grab and go handle. It's much easier to carry, although this has a handle. Look how much taller the bag is. Way up off the ground, not so off the ground. This carries so much better. It's a better handle than this Maxpedition. So I just want to introduce Timbuktu to you. It's a great brand. They really think about their customers a whole lot. Not saying that Maxpedition doesn't, but it's definitely an option that you need to consider if you like to carry a bag 24/7. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our insight today.